read about the mitzvah aseh, positive commandment, shoftim v'shochim titu l'cho b'cho sharecho, that every community has to have shoftim and shochrim. One has to have a bezdin. A bezdin is comprised of 23 dayonim. Each one of the dayonim are considered musmochim, as the Torah says, Elohim. They have a level of ordination directly from Moshe Rabbeinu. To be qualified to be a dayon on the bezdin, you have to know the Torah in its entirety and many other things. You had to speak, at least understand 70 languages, because the testimony that was presented before the bezdin could not come through an interpreter, because the dayonim had to hear the testimony directly themselves. Otherwise, it's considered hearsay. So we're talking about an exceptional level, and every community must have this qualified bezdin. And then you have law enforcers to enforce the verdicts of the bezdin, whether it's malchus, whether it's the death penalty, whatever it is, whether they would actually legislate certain fences, they would legislate and be enforced by the shotrim, by the law enforcers. What differentiates between a human being and any other living creature? The koach ha-bechira. A Jew has the ability to make a choice to do right or to do wrong. And as the Rambam says, that because we have that ability, when we do right, we're fully accredited for the right we do. And when we do wrong, since we had the ability to suppress the inclination to do wrong, if we do wrong, the wrong is attributed to ourselves. This is the concept of bechira. And Hashem endowed us with bechira, with free choice, that we should be full beneficiaries of our choices to the positive, and we're culpable on the negative, only that we should have that full reign of choice. But if we set up such a system, which literally, if a person's forewarned and he transgresses, and he violates the negative commandment, the lo saseh, or does not do the aseg, as it says, makmos rotzi nafshu, a person doesn't want to put on tefillin, Bezdin has a right to literally flog him until he dies. He doesn't want to build a sukkah. They have a right, makmos achiteitze nafshu. If that's the case, what's left for bechira? The only setting that a person is able to sin is the privacy of his home, when nobody knows. Because if anybody sees him sinning, especially since there is a chiyuv, an obligation of arevus, kol Yisrael areim loseh, he's going to forewarn him. And if he forewarns him, he's go to the court and say, this man violated. And if the law is going to be enforced, the man, it's not worth it. So if that's the case, having this system in place, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is minimizing the scope and the breadth of bechira. Yet, but this mitzvah say, shotrim titul cho v'shotrim shoftim shotrim cho b'cho sharecho. Every community, every small town that has even a small number of people, they have to establish a bezdin. So how do we understand this? We'd read in last week's parsha, Moshe Rabbeinu says to Klal Yisrael, Bonim atem l'Hashem Elokeichem. You my children, you're am segula, you're special. Kasha yasi ishis mnokein Hashem Elokeich yasreko. The way a father actually disciplines a child, that's the way HaKadosh Baruch Hu will discipline us, meaning not to harm us, to destroy us, but only to get us back on track and to rehabilitate us. Now, if a person would have a child that he loves, an only child, would he give him a reign of choice to act like a predator animal? Say, you know something, that's not for my son, that's for somebody else. I will not tolerate that. That's not one of your choices. Your choices is, we start from one level, you could advance to another level. But there's a baseline that you have to start at that level. As a result of that, what is the bechira of a Jew? What does HaKadosh Baruch Hu want for us? Baseline, keep Kol HaTorah Kula. Keep the Torah its entirety. Now we speak at another level. Qualitatively speaking, in terms of at what level, what is the value of that service? Is it shlo lishma? So we're speaking qualitatively speaking. Qualitatively speaking, that's your bechira. Shlo lishma, bo lishma. but factually, you have to behave like a Jew. Behave like a Jew means tefillin, kriya shema, tefillah every day. You have to have a mezuzah. You have to have dietary laws. That's a given. Anything less than that, that's not for my child. That's not for my ben yochid, for my only child, my beloved child. Therefore, it's not an infringement on bechira. Infringement on bechira is only within the scope of bechira. Within the scope of bechira, which Hashem wants for us, there's no infringements. This is the profile. This is the program. Within that program, to maintain that program, to maintain and guarantee that infrastructure, you have to have the shotrim and you have to have the shotrim.